like a couple of weeks ago when we were doing your prosperity map, and part of what was going on is as we were talking about things that had gone on for you and shown up for you, one of the things that you were doing was you began talking about a few clients of yours. And you started expressing some real key shifts that those clients had had due to the soul language work that you do with them. And I guess I've known your work for so long, but I had never heard you speak the words that you spoke. And I said to you, Jen, is everybody aware that, like, this is what soul language does? Like, do people really get this? Because truthfully, for as long as I've known you and as much work as we've done around it, it was new to me. And I thought, this needs to get out there more clearly. Like, people really need to understand the depth of what understanding your soul's language can mean for you and how it can support you. And I guess I just wanted to use this opportunity, this is time for you and I to speak a little bit, for you to share it maybe more in depth so people really get it. So I guess tell us, whether it's through your own voice or through the voice of the clients that you love, what you see they're really experiencing at a deep level through the work that you do with them.
Thanks, Kim. You know, it's astounding, because it's almost like a scooping out of everything you've been told that's not true, so you can remember on a deep level and embody the truth of who you are, that is whole and complete. So you can start operating and creating your life based on enough, rather than this base of conflict or struggle or fear. And that changes people's lives in different ways. So I've seen people, you know, let go of relationships that don't support them and find, you know, their ideal mate. I've seen people, you know, leave corporate America and really live their passion and receive and earn money from it. I've seen businesses that were suffering, you know, expand and their client base improve. I've seen people who have been dealing with trauma for years feel free of it and feel complete and whole and enough. I've seen people have this deep sense of freedom and peace and this overwhelming kind of feeling that the universe has their back. It's understanding your soul and being in that conscious conversation is like having a security blanket that never leaves you. It's that true understanding that I'm great, I'm okay, and I'm loved and I'm supported, and it allows people to stop longing and stop living in discomfort and really actually participate in achieving and being their dreams on a deep level. It clears all the programming on a continual basis, because it's a practice of this connection of what you've been told who you are, so you can actually be who you are. So that's just some of the benefits.
Well, let me understand. Okay, so when a client comes to you, and think of a specific one, because I think it'll probably make our conversation more meaningful, but like, think of a client who came to you with whatever their issue was and that they were seeking support from, and how in the work that you did they were able to shift, like maybe a specific example of what happened for them.
Beautiful. Recently, I was dealing with a client who, you know, wasn't making any money in her coaching practice, really, you know, felt this push-pull, kept talking about, you know, thinking that her sacred purpose was to talk about the money, and was feeling really conflicted and really living in struggle and in pain. And we worked through we had this conversation with her soul, we worked through some stuff, and what she realized was that she's kind of been talking to the wrong people. What she really wants to talk about is how creativity and being creative and living from a creative place is really freeing. You know, she's an artist. She loves to be an artist. She loves to do that artwork, and for years she was told that she couldn't make money being an artist. And there was this profound sense of, oh wait, deep acceptance, and she's changed her kind of business model to support that. Another example was a client was living from not enough. There was not enough time, not enough money, not enough clients, not enough love, and she was kind of a nomad. She could never settle down, and yet she was in this conflict about not settling down. And anytime she got close, she would uproot herself and kind of leave again. And we worked on really feeling this deep sense of safety, deep sense of enough. And, you know, her business has changed. She's accepting that she loves to really be free and create beautiful things. She's created a whole kind of platform about being enough. She's also married, and, you know, she's building this life of deep roots and feeling really safe doing so. And I think that's why a lot of us do or don't do things based on whether we feel safe or not. And so the littlest thing you're going to get from understanding your soul languages is this deep sense of safety, so you can stop being on the hamster wheel. You know, one of my favorite stories is putting people together based on